Jolan Tru Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates Mod. I'm Rear Admiral Tarek of the Dreadnought Oris as we continue our campaign against the Hydran Star Kingdom. And last time, we captured the planet of 210 that is now providing even more support for our little starbase right next to the Hydran homeworld. So I think I want to head north today and see if we can't do a little bit of work out over here on these two tiles. Capture another starbase and another planet. That would help us out pretty considerably. And also, by the time we're done doing that, we may have enough in order to get an even larger battleship. Last time we ran into another Monarch class battleship, so we may want to be able to do something about that. And getting a King Condor would do quite a bit about that, or at least getting a rock. A Romulan optimized Kuza might actually be exactly what the doctor ordered, so we're going to kick our speed up to full power as we get ready to engage whoever happened to show up in this particular sleepy sector today. So we'll get up to our speed of, I believe, 23, maximize the forward shield reinforcement, and get ready to rock and roll. Increase the speed of time. And now we're just... There he is. Oh, it's a freighter. How cute. So, buddy, I'm sorry, but you came perhaps to the wrong neighborhood because we're about to absolutely annihilate you. Fire probe. Let's find out exactly what it is this guy's carrying. Oh, he's a Q-ship. That's impressive. So he is equipped with no less than 4 fusion beams and a fighter squadron. Oh boy, I don't know if we're going to be able to take this. This is one heck of a lot of firepower. I mean, we may have some difficulties on this one. Look at them fusion cannons of fire and tractor hitched, firing plasma, phasers. Ooh, he's not dead. This is a bit of a problem. Cut the tractor beam. See if we can't kill him before, the fighters murder us. Look how close the fighters came to murdering us. Fortunately for us, however, we were able to turn in time and utterly annihilate him. So, a successful mission. Good job. Starting things off on exactly the right foot by ending the mission in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Oh, he's a Q-ship. It's probably one of the better Hydran freighters, although, if a Hydran freighter can start mounting Hellbores, that might be a little bit more useful to them. So Empire Defense is that down to 5, so we're another 2 or so missions away from being able to steal that, and a planetary assault up here to the north. So this Empire Defense for this planet is 30, I believe, so that shouldn't be too much trouble, so long as we don't... Well, if that happens, that's great. So we are being escorted today by a C-7V, the Sword of Kalis, and this is a battlecruiser carrier. So one of the defender ships got destroyed because it was a little bit too close to the planet. That's a glitch for a couple of these planets that unfortunately are just a little bit too big for where the spawn locations actually are. So on the bright side, that makes killing them a lot easier, involving plasma torpedoes and start to turn. So we're going to sort of hang close to the C-7V. Yeah, there goes the tumbling wreckage and debris. Probably still could have taken him, if we're completely honest, as long as it wasn't a Monarch. Even then, the Monarch is doable. It's just not something that I really kind of wanted to risk too much in the last episode that we ran into one. So, we're going to slip in behind the C7, even though he's heavier than me. But, at the end of the day, we're a very light dreadnought. This is kind of our job, to be nimble and small and not do stupid things like walk right up to him and try and get into a slugging match with him on things. Yeah, this is the dreadnought that we're growing very accustomed to. 4 Hellbores, 4 fusion cannons, and then backing that up with a fairly significant phaser armament. And the Sword of Kalis just diving right in on the target, not even bothering to wait. We're going to slow down, get our forward shield reinforcement going to maximum levels. Hitch up onto him. There we go. Got a little bit closer than I otherwise would have liked. The rest, thank you. I don't just want the one set. And fire the phasers. Okay, so he's having a bit of a bad day now. Lovely. Let him go. Let him be. Let him be. And we're going to drift on through. Start to slow down. I'd like to get my phasers on target, while at the same time not potentially turning into these mines, but that may not be a choice of mine. And we'll click. Fading out before his phaser ones can get on target. So, have we dealt with all the fighters? Because it kind of looks like we did. Oh no, they're there. There's the 2 fighter groups. We're just going to slowly sort of pile on turn over here, make sure that we get right on next to him, while the C7 rolls right back in. Did you drop that mine? I suppose that's somewhat clever. I mean, if I was moving fast enough to actually be touched by it, it might prove to be a bit of an issue. But there comes the Sword of Kalis just zipping on through the area. Does not really care. He is far too maneuverable to be caught by something so easy as just a single mine. Although, running right into a whole bunch of Hellbores, probably not the most brilliant plan that he ever had. And is he going to react to that? Oh, he doesn't have a shuttle, but he can't react to that even if he wanted to. That missile struck home, and we're about to have another 4 plasma torpedoes. Get that R out the tube. There it goes. I think he's dead. Oh, he's very much dead. onto the planet. A PL-6 incapable of defending itself, so we're going to have to pay close attention so we don't accidentally smash into it. I always get very worried whenever I see the defender ship gets destroyed, especially on this planet, because it happens on this planet all the time. So I'm always worried, like, how close is too close versus not close enough, and where is it safe to actually try and blow this guy up from? It's always a bit of a concern, but with any luck, we won't actually, you know, run into the planet. It'll be fine, right? I feel like I'm getting awfully darn close to the planet, but it's an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion. Just believe that it's not actually there. It's all perfect. Oh, shoot. Crashed up.
Emergency stop.
Oh, boy. I got a lot closer than I thought I was going to. Yeah. We're basically in the ring. I was looking, kept looking at the thing instead of the actual distance to target. And it's like, I should be looking at that, shouldn't I? 136 damage dealt with that plasma torpedo barrage. Got him down already to 14. Unfortunately, that's like, we've knocked out 6 people instead of, you know, all of the 18 that we need to wipe out. So we're going to have to take a couple more salvos to actually do that job. We can increase the speed of time now that we're not worried about smashing into the planet itself. And our speed is at absolute 0. So we don't want to actually move into the planet. That would be very bad, although we got really close to getting too close to that planet. Although, luckily for us, we were just outside of Gatling phaser range. The number of Gatling phases he can bring to bear on a single target is absolutely ridiculous. Like, seriously, 4 Gatling phases is 16 phaser 3s. That is not something you want to fight anytime soon. So got him down to 4. Looks like the C7 is sort of trying to avoid hitting the planet. He has a similar belief or problem to mine. Just send the Marines. We're going to send over 6 to his 3. I think we've got this thing handled. So we're just going to slowly turn the ship around. Make sure that we're facing away from it. I mean, it's not going to affect anything at the end of the day, but it's something we want to... Wow, we killed all 3 of those Marines with only losing 1 group. So not bad, guys. Successful planetary invasion is, of course, successful. This will allow us to move on once again to the starbase, off to the corner. Bounce down here, say hello, and hopefully it's not going to be a base assault. It's not. Good, because there's a patrol right here. So we need this patrol and then 1 more patrol, and we'll be good. And that will allow us to successfully capture this tile as well. We have a PT-3, the Dare Slayer, as our backup on this one. The Dare Slayer is not exactly great backup, but hey, don't tell him that because he's IKV, and the Klingons get offended by things like that, like facts and reality. We're going to start increasing our ship speed, and it is a dreadnought. It's a PAL+, which is a fairly reasonable dreadnought to fight. I mean, I could do several things to him, aside from what I'm going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to run into him plasma anchor and fire the plasma torpedoes, and we'll have fun with it. It'll be great. So after he fires all of his Hellbores in whatever mode that he wants to use them in, hopefully like some sort of weak mode that I don't actually know about. Yes, by doing that, you've just made yourself vulnerable to my pseudo-frigates. Now, my pseudo-frigates are incredibly vulnerable to his fighters, but who's keeping track of that? Not me. That's for gosh darn sure. My tractor beam's not ready. I'll stop. Just not too close. Oh, we're gonna get way too close to this. And I'm watching the bar. I'm watching this distance. I'm watching the distance. I'm watching the bar. Hi. Yeah, that's a bit too close. Let go. And click. And in comes our supporting pseudo-frigates, nailing him with a couple more plasma torpedoes before he is able to stop that from happening. Oh, it's lovely. He's already taken a couple of additional hits that he otherwise didn't need to take. Let's go to the repair screen. We took a little bit of engine damage. Nothing too serious so far. And yeah, if my pseudo-frigates can, like, continue to fire the rest of your plasma, that'd be great. Although, no, he's sitting underneath a, Oh, no, he's not. I thought for a second he was sitting underneath a wild weasel, but he's not. So they're just there. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Maybe I should call these guys back before the fighters kill them. Let's do that. Let's do that now. You're the one in. Now we just need to get the other in. So I do need to get myself off the rocks that is this ship. Jeez, this is a bit irritating to be stuck on top of them. There's not a whole heck of a lot I can do. Oh no, not this direction. Not through the 4 fighters. That's gonna be not suicidal. I mean, oh wow, he got away. That's pretty impressive. Wasn't expecting that. So now we're sort of skulking around. Forward shield was a little bit dented in that last attack, so we're not the happiest of campers. Although if he picks up enough speed, then that'll be fine. Will you not do that? Because you have a chance of exposing me, and I don't want to be killed. It's just got this little thing against it. I believe it's an exemption for several things because I don't want to die. Okay, so you're about to come in on me to do a gun run, right? You're both about to do a gun run? Yes, no, maybe? Well, you're in position to do it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, decloak. Prepare the plasma. And prepare the tractor beam. Ow. So get a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. Get the tractor beam with the full power. We're being hit by more. Seriously? Come on, R-type. There we go. Wait for the hit. And cloak. So he's mostly dead, but his fighters are still very much dangerous to us. We've managed to knock out just about everything except for those fighters. A little bit more damage was taken on this one than otherwise I think needed to be. It was that initial run. Honestly, had we been fully ready to sort of rock and roll with him, keep the distance out a little bit more, probably would have gone a little bit better than the way it otherwise did. But I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, it was a successful mission all around. And his fighters are basically gnats, so I don't need to worry too much about it. So as long as I just keep the distance up, and you don't have any more shuttle bays, so that means that you're just incredibly vulnerable to the incoming fire that I'm about to provide. Alright, start to maneuver our way in. Wait for him to fire one more time, and we'll be good. And decloak. Phaser fire, prepare to go. So the phasers will attempt to wipe them out. All of them. Lovely job. We'll get ourselves within range, and I could fire from this range, but my plasma Fs won't be quite so effective, so... And I'll wait with the rest of them. Just in case, I'll get within a range of 5 before I use the plasma Fs, just to guarantee maximum damage. Just want to make sure that he doesn't have a chance to actually get away from me. It wasn't required. So we'll stop home. We'll get a little bit of a repair, I think. So that'll allow us to continue to be aggressive, which is exactly what we want to do. We don't want to step back and give him time to breathe. We want to be right on his neck the entire time. Because if we can keep that sort of operation tempo up, then we can keep him from being able to, you know, save the planet, which he needs to. Pop over here. Shipyard, hi. Do you got any rocks? Yeah, we got a K9. But I'm really kind of looking for a rock. No, you don't have rocks. Okay. Romulan optimized condors. They're very good, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on a few. It's going to take us a little while, though. So we're just going to refit up with everybody. Mines, marines, spare parts as we need them, as well as a little bit of repair work. And then see if we can't steal it, can we? Aha, we can. Alright, so all we need to do is successfully accomplish this particular mission, and we will have successfully conquered the planet. Well, not the planet, but the thing. The starbase. All alone on this one. Unfortunately, there is no PT whatever in order to actually support us on this, which is a bit sad. You always want friends with you on a mission, because it eats fire. If you're not another dreadnought, that would be appreciated. Otherwise, okay, good, you're just a heavy cruiser. I mean, just a heavy cruiser. It is an OV, which is going to be all kinds of fighters, if I'm recalling correctly. So, lob a probe off in his direction. Yeah, he's actually almost as well equipped in terms of heavy weapons as several dreadnoughts that we've run into. So this is not exactly ideal. Let's see if he's actually packing any fighters, though, because that is a lot of firepower. 4 Hellbores, 3 fusion cannons. He does have a ton of fighters, too. He's just the entire package, isn't he? Jeez. Tractor beam's ready to go. Okay, he started a fire at long range. And that's quite a few hits, actually. Managed to hurt my shields in ways I don't want them to be hurt. There's a lot of incoming fighters. Forward shield should be able to tank it. Get ready. He's pulling away enough that I've got to turn in to his goddarn fighters. Hi, buddy. Please die. Light plasmas. This. And then this. And then you can get the rest of this. And that'll not kill everybody, which is kind of surprising. Okay. Cloak. So that totally ruined my attack plan. That was a good turn. It was. That turn forced me to have to engage people I didn't want to fight. So, gotta give him some credit there. Give myself some electronic countermeasure. Let's just make sure that we have something going for us. Make it all the more difficult for him to actually touch me. So, I'll only use the one if I can get away with it. Okay, phasers are fully charged now. We're doing okay on that one. I would like to build some distance, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get away from him for a little while. He's probably going to just sit on top of me, which is always somewhat irritating, because we are trying to keep the ship more or less alive. Now, I'd like to wipe out his Gatling phasers before he actually, does anything super cool. Or this is charging, right? It is, okay. Just a graphical glitch. Okay, he's firing. Oh, he suicide overloaded his fusion cannons. Really? He blew up several of them for no apparent reason. Just give me some distance. Alright, man? Just Some space is all I ask for. T-cloak. There go the phasers. Track torpedo. More speed. That's actually an okay distance. Get ready for the high. Stay outside of one. Stay outside of one. Oh no, we're gonna get hurt. Turn, turn, turn. Oh wow. Didn't expect to hurt myself that badly. Jeez. Let him go. Actually, no, don't cloak it. Don't cloak it. Absorb the fire. Okay, good. Now, go. And kill. And now I'll disappear. So that was more painful than I think it had any right to be. I need the plasma back as soon as possible. That's really the only thing I care about. But he has no shields anymore. So all their... They actually do have a phaser 1. Their phaser 1s will hit through for maximum damage. Their plasma torpedoes will hit through for excellent damage. It's just a great combination of things. And come on, shoot your plasma. There it goes. Managed to hit him. Nice. And I'm just going to sort of keep turning away from him nice and slowly. Nice and safely. That way we can fully knock him out. Go a couple more hits and he'll be completely out of the fight. Plasma torpedo. What you going to do about it? Nothing. That's what... Those Gatling phasers actually can do quite a bit to my plasma torpedoes. Well, to my pseudo frigates, which have already taken a little bit of hits. He's actually ready with 2 plasma torpedoes. So don't sort of like ripple fire them, otherwise you'll run into problems. Fire them one at a time, just to make sure that you're steadily keeping him from being able to counterattack. But you'll notice that we've already knocked out both of his Gatling phasers. He's much weaker at this point. Plasma is slowly recharging. Actually, it's not recharging in some ways, but that's okay. Slow down a little bit. Yes, get in there just with your phasers. You've almost taken him out. Oh, he's went with the tractor beam and fired a fusion cannon into him. That's not a terrible strategy, all things considered. I'm going to decloak. And I have a port side plasma torpedo with your name on it, sir. Tries to get a good hit on me, but here's a plasma torpedo just for you. A couple of phasers right on down as well. So you're not having a very good day, are you? Oh, you're just so incredibly vulnerable to all of the lovely amounts of firepower that I'm putting out. And there goes another one. Oh, it didn't actually kill him. I'm a little bit surprised in that one. That may have been a fake, though. I didn't think it was, though. So I'm currently out of power at the moment, so I'll just increase the speed of time, because we've got him. He's dead. The pseudo frigates just need to finish him off. And that'll it. An excellent job by our little tiny buddies, our Centurions. I could try and see about getting my hands on a couple of Shrikes. They might be available at this point, but I am kind of saving that for when I get a rock. The rock is, of course, the goal, because if I can get myself a Romulan optimized Condor, that can go even further. All right, so another tile. So we have a nice little defensive, like, beacon right here. Line? Yeah, it is a defensive line. All right, shipyard, hi. Again, looking for a rock. I mean, the C9RB is interesting, don't get me wrong, but it's a single R, 2 S's, and 2 F's, so it's actually got more firepower than we have right now. But your backup is the 12. That's not terrible. All things considered, that's actually not terrible. Seriously, do we not just never have rocks? There he is. You're mine. Bye. We have the Ades Fendere, and just to sort of show off what we've recently got our hands on. Dreadnought, we have a... We'll go backwards, because it's faster. There it was. There it was. The Romulan optimized Condor has 4 fighters, 1 plasma R, 2 S's, 2 F's, 9 phaser 1s, and 4 phaser 3s. It's basically an upgrade in every regards to our current ship. So we're going to trade in our ship, and now we are in the Fendere. And the Fendere, we're going to see if we've got hands on... No, it's just Centurions still. So we're going to go with the C... Oh, no, here they are. Aha! STHLs. I think it's the STHL I want, right? Just do a quick check through. The Centurions are a little less capable. So I think, yes, the leader, that's what it is. So we want STHL. So Shrike leaders. I call them Shrikes. They might not actually be Shrikes. So we'll do that. We'll also top off our admin shuttles, and then we need all of the other things. So we are a much more dangerous anti-ship vessel at the moment. We have increased our firepower rather considerably. And with that, probably greater challenges will come our way. So we're just going to make sure that we get ourselves fully kitted out at maximum on absolutely everything. 825. Jeez, we are certainly paying a lot. But the improvement in firepower that this ship is going to give us is quite massive. We've added an entire plasma torpedo, 2 more phaser 1s, and I think 2 more phaser 3s. So we've picked up quite a bit of firepower. And then, of course, on top of that, we added in the 2 additional pseudo-frigates, which we can now use because they're strikes. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.